Hey, so I'm going to be showing you in this video how to create a super captivating and really fun PowerPoint presentation. That way, when you're teaching people, podiatrists about bunionectomies, not only are they going to just be super excited to watch the whole thing, but hopefully I don't think anyone's going to be kind of dozing off during it, but if they had late nights or whatever, this is definitely going to help to keep them engaged and focused the whole time. So a website that I love using for PowerPoint presentations is canva.com. I'll put the link for it in the messages for you. But when you go here, you can log in or sign up. If you don't have an account, you would just click sign up, and you can just go forward with Facebook. They're not gonna like do anything weird with your information or nothing like that. But I like using Google. I've got like my Google account hooked up with it. So I'm just gonna sign in real quick. And also, you actually don't even need to sign in. I could have just showed you how to do it without signing in, but signing in is helpful because it'll help to save your progress just in case the computer like logs you out or whatever. So you can just pick whichever one of these you want. So I'm going to just click small business for mine. Click maybe later, because the whole thing, like everything for free on here is like super helpful. So you can click right here, it says presentations, and they quite literally just have all these different templates that you can use for doing your own presentation. So you can even go up here and type in, let's see, PowerPoint, and yeah, it'll even say like PowerPoint presentation, this or that. Let's see up here, because game presentations, I think honestly it's like you could just pick any of these. So I'll just pick this first one here. And the thing that's really cool about this website is that it has a lot of templates. So on this left side here, you can just click skip tour. It says templates here. If you click any of these things, it's going to have a whole bunch of different PowerPoint slides that you can pick from, and they're all going to be similar theme. So like brand marketing, see how it's just kind of automatically going through there. It's like all the slides are already like pre-made. You just have to delete things, put in your own information, and it's like just makes it super easy. So I'm just going to click this one and see how there's like a whole bunch of different slides you can choose from. So what I would recommend is you go through, see what looks cool for you, see what the different layouts are, and pick something that you think would go well. If you have a lot of photos, it looks like this one can really help out with that. So let's see. If you click see all, it'll show you more that are like a similar theme to that as well. So I'm not going to pick one. See how it has this like little play button there? It means there's going to be like animations and things, and you don't really need that. Just keeping it nice and simple is good enough. So I'll stick with this. So when you click on any of these, it'll automatically switch what's happening on the right side. Now a super, super, super important tip is that, let's say you pick the title here and you're editing it. So bunion, and then you could say presented by Dr. Casson, and you can change the photo here with options on the left. I won't show how to do that this second, but you've worked on this, you spent a lot of time working on it, and you go over here and you're like, cool, I want to do another slide, and you click, and it's like, oh wait, do you want to add as a new page, or do you want it to replace the current page? So if you click replace current page, it just deleted all the stuff you worked on. So when you're working on these slides, you want to make sure you are selecting add as new page. And then if you see down here, now it's the second page. Boom. So every time you want to add a new page, you do that, and then you can go over here, boom, puts it in there, bam. And a thing that's also really neat is, let's say you're working on the slides, you're like, okay, this is the title page, this is what I want to show next, this is what I want to show third, and then you're like, oh, well, actually, this third thing it would be better if it was second. You can just click and drag it over. So now, first slide is this, second slide is this, and the third slide is this. So best practices when going through this is just keep it super simple. The less work you put in, the better the presentation is actually going to be. And by less work, I don't mean like don't try to prepare ahead of time. By less work, I mean just keep it super simple. You like lean into how the templates are. Like if they're positioned this way, you know, keep it how it is. The more you try to add things and remove things, it just adds more to the process and can make things more complicated than it needs to be. Some of the best presentations I've done were ones where I just literally just stuck with the template and didn't do too much to change it. So I don't know why this one's taking a little bit to load. But anyway, so let's say title page, you want to change a photo. What you'll do is you'll click it, and then you'll go over here to elements, and they have different things where it's like shapes and photos and videos. And when it comes to photos, you can just look up, you can just go up here and search, and you can type in like foot, for example, and look at that. Boom, just added a foot. Now I don't think, it's not going to replace the photo here. Like see how I dragged and dropped it on there? Like these are kind of like clip art items. They're not necessarily photos, but as you scroll down a little bit, now you can see like, oh, this is a photo. So you can drag and drop it there. And if you have photos that you want to use, just go to uploads, and then it's as easy as clicking upload media, and then it'll have like a little pop-up that'll come up, and you'll be able to put the photos wherever they are on your computer right in there, and then you can add them to the templates here. So just to kind of give a general review of all the stuff that I was saying, first things first is you want to look at these slides ahead of time, see what the layouts are, and ask yourself, like, are these layouts going to help me convey information in the best way possible to my people without it being too distracting? And then after that, you know, once you've found the layout that you like, you click on the slides, and then it'll begin to populate over here. Remember not to have it replace the current slide, or else it'll delete all the current things you did. And if for some reason that does happen, so let's say, oh yeah, I really like this slide, cool, let me add a new one. Oh, add a new page. Oops, I just clicked replace. Uh-oh, what am I going to do? You just go right up here. You can either hit Control Z on your keyboard, or you can just hit this little back button, bam, and it brings it back. And then if you're like, oh man, you know what, I actually like the changes that happened, then you just click the little forward arrow and it brings it back. So yeah, that's kind of like the general overview there. This is going to, you know, using this, you're going to have much better presentation look than 90% of the people that are going to be there. And if you're interested too in hearing more stuff about how to give like a really engaging, like captivating presentation, I've got like tip stuff for that as well. And I'll just text you and see if that's what you're looking for. But anyway, this is kind of like how I do my presentations, and I think you'll find it very useful. And I wish I could, on my computer, there's like something blocking my screen here, but like somewhere up here, you know, if you want, when you want to download it or you want to export it, you can, you know, click the three little buttons there, or three little dots, and it'll say download. And you're gonna have to ask the people who you're doing the presentation for, would they prefer it as a Microsoft PowerPoint, or can you send them it as like a PNG or a PDF? I think what they're gonna look for is it to be sent as a PowerPoint. So you can just click PowerPoint, and when you hit download, they'll be you can just send them the file, and then they'll be able to plug it in and stuff. But depending on what they say, they might be able to say like, oh yeah, you can send it as a PNG or a JPEG, and whatever they say, you can just like pick from the options there. Yeah, so that's pretty much all that there is to it, and yeah, have fun with it. This is a really cool website. There's going to be some stuff you may not be able to use, like see how it says Pro here. If you click on it, it may allow you to have it in there, but I think when you go to download, so I'm just gonna, yeah, it says download with Canva Pro or pay and download, and you don't need to pay $1 for the image. So if that happens, like you're going through your presentation and then you go to this and it says pay. If it says pay at all, that means there's just an image or something in here that is for like the pro users. And most of the time, see how it's got these like lines through it. That's how you're gonna know if it's like a pro feature or not. And then once you delete it, now it just says download, and then you're good to go. So yeah, ask me any questions if you have any questions, basically. And yeah, hope